Hello, everybody. I'm back. We are going into part three. This is Newport. I'm on site right now. We're still with the tew.com website, and right now they're getting ready to give us the 85th pick, and it is Lana. Lana is the 85th draft pick, and this is just so crazy how she is now part of the SmackDown brand. She is no longer with her husband Rusev, as we were stating earlier. She is no longer with Rusev. Rusev was picked at the 14th pick. He is on Raw, and with the 85th pick, she Lana is now on the SmackDown brand. So if you is any type of couple, husband, wife, friend, family, you more likely will not see your loved one or best friend ever again in this particular draft. We're getting ready for our 86th pick. And our 86th pick gives us Aiden English. And Aiden is going to, where is Simon Gotch? Simon Gotch and Aiden English, the Villains are no longer a team. As I just stated, if you're a friend, foe, you may as well just hang it up in this draft. You is going to have to reapply yourself and become something totally different, because if you're trying to stay a tag team, more than likely you're going to have to just do away with it. It's only been like maybe the New Day and, if I remember correctly, the Fashion Police that have stayed a team, and just about anyone else has been in the McMahon family of all things. It's like the only thing that has been a constant thing right now. And the 87th pick in this draft, Darren Young, he is going to SmackDown. And where did Titus O'Neil go? He is with SmackDown. So did we have Bob Backlund, and Bob Backlund is on SmackDown. So we may have the primetime players make a comeback together and actually do something unprecedented. But right now, if Darren Young and Bob Backlund wants to stay together and try to make Darren Young great again, he'll have that chance. And Titus O'Neil, if you want to actually have some type of career, you might want to hook back up with your boy Darren and win you some championships. And our 88th pick right now is Emma. So Emma is now going to Raw. She had been confused here of lately, and right now she is on the Raw brand. So the 89th pick in this draft is Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch is going to Raw. So Becky Lynch is now a wrestler of the Raw brand. With a 90th pick in this draft, David Otunga is going to be doing his commentary on the SmackDown brand. So the 90th pick, David Otunga is going to be doing his commentary on the SmackDown brand. The 91st pick in this draft, Apollo Crews is going to Raw. So Apollo Crews is going to Raw. So the 92nd pick in this draft, and that person is Rosa Mendez. So I don't even know if Rosa is going to be behind the scenes, or if she is going to be doing any type of managing, or if she's going to become a active wrestler again. But Rosa is going to be on the SmackDown brand. We're going to get our 93rd pick, which is Lita, who have been doing a lot of road agent work for the ladies here in wrestling, and she is going to be doing a lot of her road agent work on the SmackDown brand. So the 94th pick in this draft is Eva Marie, one of the more controversial women in wrestling. She is going to be doing a lot of her work on SmackDown. So our 95th pick is going to be Zack Ryder. Those woo woo woo. Zack Ryder is going to be going to SmackDown. So Zack is going to be with Smack. Yep. The 96th pick in this draft is Jinder Mahal. So Jinder Mahal is going to be staying right at home on the SmackDown brand. And ever since he's been on SmackDown, everything has been nothing but roses for him. He's earned his spot. Michael Cole is going to be doing his announcing on the Raw brand. He worked up the ladder and he has earned his spot as one of the better commentators of today. So our 98th pick is going to be Nia Jax. So Nia or Nia Jax, whichever one you prefer. I just know she can jack you up, and she is going to be on the Raw brand. So the 99th pick in this draft is Billy Kidman, working behind the scenes, hopefully with some of the cruiserweights that is going to be located on the Raw brand. So Billy Kidman is going to be on the Raw brand. So to top out Mr. or Mrs. 100, it is going to be Carmella. Carmella is our 100th pick in this draft. So, one of the crazier things in the world is happening right now. So, Carmella is going to Raw. So, our 101st pick in this draft. We thought that Mario Ranello was actually gone, but I think he's gonna come back after getting some of his stuff and some of his problems with JBL taken care of. He is coming back to do some announcing work. So Ranello is going to SmackDown. So our 102nd pick is going to be Dana Brooke, and she's going to Raw. So Dana Brooke is going to Raw. A 103rd pick in this draft. Behind the scenes is going to be Jimmy Jacobs. I used to love some of his wrestling matches, but Jimmy Jacobs is going to be working behind the scenes on the SmackDown brand. So a 104th pick in this crazy draft is going to be Tanina Snuka. So Tanina is going to be going to SmackDown. A 105th pick in this draft is going to be one of the refs, John Cone, if I'm understanding it correctly. So John Cone, some of the behind the scenes people, is going to Raw. Ooh, the goddess herself and the wicked witch of SmackDown is now going to be the goddess of Raw once again, as Alexa Bliss is going to Raw. Our 107th pick in this draft. One of the well-known referees, Micah Kiona, is going to go to SmackDown. Coda. 108th pick. Oh my goodness. And what we thought was going to be a power play, and it truly is. Saint Dez, this controversial person, and we are told that he's going to be doing whatever the heck he please. But Saint Dez have just put the entire McMahon family on Raw while he is on SmackDown. So, in a power move to prove that he's better, anyone and everything is going to have to face Saint Dez on SmackDown, and it looks like it's in direct competition with Vince McMahon on Raw. And now our 109th pick, Brian Saxton, is going to Raw. So the commentating, if you don't like his commentating skills, I'm sorry for you, because he is going to be a Raw participant. And this is saying a lot, because just think about all of the top well-known people that is actually on the Raw brand that Vince McMahon made, and now St. Dez is going to take lesser known talent and try to make them better on the SmackDown brand. Now for a 110th pick, Kalisto is going to Raw. Kalisto is going to Raw. A 111th pick in this draft is another behind the stage person, Rod Capita, Zapata. And if I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry for you, but he is going to SmackDown. So our 112th pick is going to be Natalia. Natalia, I think she may be hooking back up with her husband, Tyson Kidd. Now, as we stated before, if you can, married, children, whatever, you may as well forget hanging out with your loved one, because you're not going to be together. And Natalia and Tyson Kidd just proved it, as she's going to SmackDown and Tyson Kidd is on Raw. A 113th pick, TJP, TJ Perkins, is going to Raw. TJ Perkins is now a part of the Raw brand. So let's see Mr. and Mrs. 114th. Chad Patterson. I mean, Patton. Chad Patton, one of the refs, is going to be on the Raw brand. Let's go to 115. Our 115th pick is going to be Jason Aries. And he is on the Raw brand. Our 116th pick is Ryan Tran. And he's on the SmackDown brand. Now, like Chad Gable, Jason Jordan is on the SmackDown brand. So will the American Alphas be actually split up, or what's about to happen with them? So let's do the 118th pick. Heath Slater is going to SmackDown. We had Rhino, I think, earlier, and once again, another team split up. Rhino with the 61st pick is on Raw, and we got Heath Slater as our now our 119th pick in this draft is Johnny Gargano. So old Johnny he is trying to make a name for himself straight out of instead of Compton, straight out of NXT, and he is on Raw. So 120. So 120th pick in this draft is gonna be Naomi, and she's got to be sad as she was the SmackDown champ. So you go from SmackDown champ to now just a participant on the Raw brand. That has got to be a major blow to her. 121st pick is Bayley. So Bayley, and she is on the SmackDown brand. 122. And we get into the final cream of the crop. Right now, Mojo Riley is on the SmackDown brand. Mojo Riley is on SmackDown. Let's go to 123, see what we got here. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. So we still got us American Alphas. It's gonna be still together. So that is a great thing for this new up and coming team. Bad thing for any other soon to be makeshift teams, because they have been clicking together and they could beat some of the top teams. So a lot of these teams is going to be lacking in experience going against Jason Jordan and Chad Gable. 124th pick is going to be the Grand Metallica. So, Grand Metallic is going to be on Raw. A 125th pick. And that person is Derek Moore. And they going to SmackDown. And Tommaso Ciampa is going to Raw. So Gargano and Ciampa, they gonna stay a team. So they have just became a major player on the Raw brand. It could be, I assume, SmackDown Tag Champs, as they are both gonna be representing on the Raw brand. So let's go to the DIY could take it all. So now let's go to 127. Rich Swann is going to be doing his work on the Raw brand. 128. Jack Gallagher. And he is going to be on the SmackDown brand. Man, Getting to the nitty gritty now, y'all. See where we at. David Kapoor. He is going to be one of the behind the scenes men or managers on the SmackDown brand. Cedric Alexander is going to be doing his due on the SmackDown roster. He goes from being one of those no names trying to make a name for himself to making it big on here. A Young is going to be doing her commentary work and her interview work on the SmackDown brand. So let's get to 132. We only got 3 left, y'all. See what we got. So Scott Stanford behind the scenes is going to be on the SmackDown brand. Okay, 133 is Dan Angler behind the scenes. It's on SmackDown. So that means 134 is old JoJo with her fine self, and she is going to be the last pick, and she is going to SmackDown as well. So we have just completed the entire draft. Everything is being told that if everything holds to the way it's supposed to be, we'll be having our first in-ring competition on SmackDown. And now there's now saying it's gonna be superstars. So superstars will be our first in the ring live happening, and we're just gonna have to see what the shakeup is with SmackDown and with superstars and with anything else that's connected to it. And this is Jim Newport getting ready to sign off. And with any more happenings, I'll be sure to get back with you. Thank you.